BattleFruit. Close. Button.
Hey gamers, this is Jenna. Welcome back to BattleFruit. We are on recipe 24.
23. 24. New recipe. Give. Start. Button. Recipe 24. Chef Angel vs. Admiral Knives. The deliciousness of the tropical mango. Mango with grapefruit. Strawberry and apple. Ice cube 3. Blender 3. Spoon 1. Knife 2. Push shake to shuffle your fruit. Water A2. Rest. Shop. But. Shake your board. Button. Shake your board. Start. But. Start. Admiral starts the game. Good luck. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses blender and hits fruit at G7, G8, G9. Your turn. A2, button, A1, but knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at A1, B1. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses knife and misses. A2, knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at A2, B2, catches grapefruit. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses spoon and misses, locates 0 parts of fruits around H2. Your turn. A3, cap A. A4 out. A5 out. A6 out. A7 out. A8, button, knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at C6. Hits ice cube at B7. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses knife and hits fruit at B8. Chef is frozen. Screen dim. Admiral uses fork and misses. Your A9. Knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at C7.
Again?
Hits ice cube at B8. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and hits fruit at F7. Chef is frozen. Admiral's screen dim. Admiral uses blender and hits fruit at G4, H4, hits ice cube at F4, catches apple wedge. Your turn. Arsenal. Tongue. A4 out. Button. Button. I1. Button. B9. Button. B5. B4. B2 grapefruit caught. But B1 grapefruit. B3. But knife. Chef uses knife and misses.
Darn it, missed.
Admiral is frozen. Your B4 out, but B5 out, B6 out, B7 miss, knife. B8 miss, but B9, knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at D7, hits ice cube at B9. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and hits fruit at F9. Chef. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and hits fruit at B9, catches strawberries. Your B9, C1 miss, but C2 miss, but B9 miss, but C2 miss, button, C3, button, knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses blender and hits ice cube at C6. Your C4 miss, C5, but knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at D6, E7. Admiral is frozen. Your C6 fruit hit, C7 fruit hit, C8 miss, C9, but knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and misses. Your turn. Opponent's game board. D1, but knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and hits fruit at A1. Your turn. D2 miss. D3, button, knife. Spoon, tongue. Chef uses tongue and misses. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and hits fruit at F8, catches half mango. Your turn. D4, but knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at F4. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and hits fruit at A2. Your D5 miss, D6 fruit hit, D7 fruit, D8, but knife. Spoon. Knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at F6. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and misses. Your D9 miss. E1 miss. E2 miss. E3 button. Tongue. Spoon. Tongue. Blender. Chef uses blender and misses. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and misses. Your E4 miss. E5 button. Knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at F5. Catches apple wedge. Admiral's turn. Admiral uses fork and hits fruit at B2. Your turn. E6 but knife. Window. Results.
Okay, I won that one. Yay.
Next button. Next. 24. 25. New recipe. Start button. Recipe 25. Chef Angel vs. Race Cabbage. Outstanding pineapple mix. Pineapple with coconut. Grapefruit and kiwi. Ice cube 3. Alt A. Water A2. Recipe Shop. But shake your board. Shake your board. Start button. Start. Race starts the game. Good luck. Race's turn. Race uses blender and misses. Your turn. B1, B2, B1. A2, button. A1 out. A, knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race's turn. 2. Race uses spoon and misses. Locates 2 parts of fruits around D7. Your A3 miss, but A4 miss. A5, but knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at A6. A7. Race's turn. Race's turn. Race uses blender and misses. Your turn. R. A6 fruit hit. But A7 fruit hit. A8. Button. Knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at A8. B8. C8. Race's turn. Race uses blender and hits ice cube at A6. Your turn. A9 out. B1. Button. Knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race is frozen. Your turn. R. B2 miss. Button. B3 miss. B4. Button. Knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at B6. Race's turn. Race uses knife and misses. Your turn. B5 miss. B6 fruit hit. B7. But knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at C6. Race's turn. Race uses tongue and misses. Your turn. R. B8 fruit hit. B9. Button. Knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race's turn. Race uses fork and hits ice cube at I9. Your turn. R. C1. But knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race is frozen. Your turn. C2 miss. But C3 miss. C4. Button. Knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race's turn. Race uses fork and hits fruit at E9. Your turn. R. C5. Button. Knife. Act blender. Chef uses blender and misses. Race's turn.
Of course you miss.
Race uses fork and hits fruit at E8. Your turn. C6 fruit hit. C7. But knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at C7. E9. Catches pineapple slice. Race's turn. Race uses fork and misses. Your turn. C8 pineapples. C9 miss. But opponent's D1. Button. Knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race's turn. Race uses fork and hits fruit at F9. Your D2. Knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race's turn. Race uses fork and misses. Your D3 miss, but D4 miss, D5 miss, D6 miss, D7, but knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at E7, F7. Race's turn. Race uses fork and hits fruit at E7. Your turn. Arson, D8 miss, D9 miss, E1 miss, E2 miss, E3 miss, E4, button, knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race's turn. Race uses fork and hits fruit at F7. Catches coconut chunk. Your turn. E5 miss, E6 miss, E7 fruit, E8, button, knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at E8. F9. Catches coconut chunk. Race's turn. Race uses fork and hits fruit at I8. Your E9 coconut chunk. F1 miss, but F2, but knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at H2.
And
Hits
another
ice cube
cube.
at G2. Race's turn. Race uses fork and hits fruit at H8. Chef is frozen. Race's turn. Race screen dimmed. Your turn. F2 miss, but F3, but knife. Chef uses knife and hits fruit at H3. Hits ice cube at G3. Catches grapefruit wedge. Race's turn. Race uses fork and misses. Chef is frozen. Race's turn. F4 miss, F5, button, knife. Chef uses knife and misses. Race's turn. Race uses fork and misses. Your F6, knife. Chef uses knife and misses.
Come on.
Race's turn. Race uses fork and misses. Your F7 coconut chunk. F8, button, knife. Window. Results.
Yay, I win. Okay, I'm gonna leave that
Screen
here.
dim.
I actually won both recipes. And I hope I can win the next two. So thanks for watching. I'll leave a game in the description. Until next time.
Control
bye-bye.
center. Flashlight. Focus. Selected.